Okay, so what is up you guys? My name is Ollie and I've tried on like 9 different hats, literally 9, before starting this video. I don't really look good in any of them, but also like my hair looks even worse, so we're just gonna have to work with this. Also, like, I got some like herpes shit going on my lip, like Virgin Mary somehow managed to contract an STD. Someone tell me how. So today's actually quite an exciting day. I'm filming this on Thursday, I don't know what the fuck the date is, but the Thursday before this video goes out anyway. And your boy just got his new passport that says my sex is male. I have an audience. But yeah, it's all official. I would show you, but like my passport number and stuff is on here and I don't want to be impersonated by anyone from the internet. So if you want to see it, you can look at it on my Instagram, Thatguyoli_. I plug my Instagram every single video. Like, you should just expect it by now. But anyway, I thought in this video I would kind of make like a master list of ways that you can change your name in the UK, because it can get kind of complicated, you know. Like, I'm gonna cover like the main things in this video. I'm not really gonna go much into like how you actually change your name, because number one, I've already made a video on that, which I will link in the description below, and number two, like, there's so many different deed polls you can use, and it's fairly straightforward. Shake it, girl. He a queen. Okay, goodbye. Obviously, please be aware that this is all based on my own personal experiences, so like, make sure that you're doing the form for you personally. Like, anything I talk about in this video, make sure you're doing it like applicable to you. I know that sounds like really common sense, but like, just putting it out there. And also, these are things that are only applicable to people that live in the UK. Like, I don't know how to do it in, like, Florida or something. You know? I'm gonna start off with your passport, because it's probably the most complicated one, and also, I didn't fuck it up. First time, guys. First time. I didn't. It's here. It took, like, 3 weeks. It cost £72.50 plus £3, like, shipping. So, like, not the cheapest, to be honest, but it is a very essential thing that you need, especially because I'm going on, like, 3 holidays this year, so to change your name on your passport, you just need to literally Google, like, this is Googling, in case you didn't know. So you just need to Google, literally, like, change your name on your passport. And then you have to fill in this form online. There's, like, a whole section for transgender people if you're changing, like, your title and your gender and stuff. So fill in the appropriate form. It's pretty self-explanatory on the, like, gov.uk website. And after you filled in this form, I don't know if this is for everyone, but because I needed to change my photo as well, because I was unrecognisable from my old passport, I had to get a counter signature. It has to be from someone that doesn't live with you, isn't related to you, has known you for over 2 years, and they have to be like a specific job as well. So like a civil servant, like a police officer or something. I got a police officer to sign it for me, like one of my mum's clients. And I don't know if everyone has to do that, or if it's just because I was also getting a new photo. So yeah, like I said, just do it applicable for you, and the website should explain it for you. You've got your counter signature, you have to get 2 identical photos for your new passport photo, and the person that's doing the counter signature will have to sign the back of it. But like I said, it literally says this all on the form that it gives you, so like, don't panic too much. The things that you will need to send off with this counter signature form is you'll need your old passport if you have one. I don't know what the situation is if you don't have one or you've lost it, because I didn't have to go through it, so sorry. You will need your deed poll. You will need either a gender recognition certificate, which is very hard to come by. I'm pretty sure you have to be fully transitioned for like 3 years before you can get a gender. What is this that I'm doing? So you need either a GRC, but if you don't have a GRC, which most people don't, to be honest, I didn't, you can get a letter from like your gender psychologist or whatever. So for me, I emailed Dr. Lorimer. I was like, yo, dude, what's up? I want to get my passport changed. And he just sent me this letter. I don't actually have it because the passport people haven't sent it me back yet, but it basically just says that this like change is likely to be permanent, and that I would like a passport that is like in accordance to my gender, basically. And he just signs it. So you can get one from Dr. Lorimer if you went with gender care, or whatever GIC you're with should just be able to give you a letter. But so if you have a GRC, that's literally all you have to send off. You have to send off the GRC and the deed poll. But if you don't have a GRC, you have to send off the letter, the deed poll, and you also need to send off something that shows that you are using your new name, and it has to be like an official document. It gives you a list of things that you can use. I used a wage slip from my job. So yeah, and then you send all that off with the form. You will have already paid online, and then literally they've just sent me my new passport today. It took like 3 weeks. I talk really fast and I try not to, but like I hope you like took notes or something. You got that. Okay, so now moving on to how to change your name on your driver's license. This was really easy, actually. Like, again, just do a little Google search. And you have to fill in this form. I'm not 100% sure if you can get the form online, because I remember I actually went to the post office to pick it up. I can't remember what it's called. It's like D1 or D7 or something like that. Literally, you can find it so easily online. And then you just have to fill in the form according to you, obviously. And I was panicking because I thought you needed like a birth certificate or something like that if you only had your deed poll, but you don't. I don't know why I thought that. I think I was just panicking. So literally all I sent off was my deed poll and my old license, and then they just sent me back my new one. Honestly, most places will just take like your deed poll. Like, I've got it changed at Specsavers. I just took my deed poll in, they changed it. I've took it to my GP. To get it changed at my job, again, this is going to be different, I assume, if you work in different places. But for me personally, I work for a big corporate business, so I imagine it will be very similar for a lot of you guys. So the way that I did it, I work for Sainsbury's, for those of you that are interested. And I brought my deed poll into work, and they photocopied it, and they stamped it with this thing to be like, it's official. I then had to call up the like HRS direct of the whole of Sainsbury's. Called them up, was like, hey girl, how's it going? I've changed my name, you know, and it like, I always panic because I think they were like immediately assuming that I like got married or something. Like, no one immediately thinks that I'm like a transgender person, so I'm still doing this. But again, it was literally so easy. I just, I had to give him my colleague number, which is on your wage slip, like my employee number. And I guess they just checked with my store that the deed poll was legit. And then they just changed over my details. Like, I told them what my new name was and what my old name was. And it was literally that easy. And it was changed. And then usually when it changes at your job, it also changes who your national insurance number is associated with. So like, that's how I did that. I don't know what you would do if you were unemployed or something, so I'm sorry. Changed on the electoral register, I really don't know, because for me, what happened was they actually came round to all the houses on my street just to kind of make sure that it was all updated, and I actually explained that I don't even think I said my name had changed. I just said that I was living here now. Like, they didn't even question it. They were just like, okay, what's your name? They wrote it down. And then like a few weeks later, I got a letter in the post saying like, we can't validate any of your documents. Like, basically they were like, we can't tell that you exist. So I just had to send them off. I just sent them off my driving license. They give you a list of things that you can use for evidence. So just, again, follow that if you don't have like a driver's license or something. But I literally just filled in the form. Like, I just had to tick which one I was sending them, put my ID in there, sent it off, and then the next, I think it took like a week or something, and they just sent me my ID back and were like, Gucci, you're on the register. And for those of you that don't know, that means that I can now vote under the correct name. That's pretty much everything that I can think of that I've changed my name on. Like I said, most things will just accept a deed poll. Obviously the more official things take a little bit longer and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful, guys. I know that sometimes these things can be complicated, so I just thought I'd do like a masterless changing name for dummies, because you're all stupid. Now, other than that, guys, like the video if you liked it, and comment if it was useful, or if you have any other advice, or if I got anything wrong, then please do let me know, because I don't want to be spreading misinformation. Fake news. Subscribe to this channel, because I post one video every single week, and other than that, guys, I will see you next time.